Thank you, team, so much for jumping on today's Monday Morning Pep Talk. Really thrilled to have all of you with me today. We're going to start today's going to be our first call on section 5 of Take Flight version 4.0, where we get into marketing and personal branding. And today's call is marketing and personal branding and its importance on your business. But before I go there, I want to remind you of my professional purpose, and that is to help you, the broker advisor, optimize your productivity and help you become the best version of yourself. Why? Because happy brokers sell more real estate, and I do that by helping you handle challenges and opportunities you face every single day. And if you can effectively manage certain situations that arise on a daily basis in your business, you'll be more productive and live a life that is the best version of you. And truly, my ask is that you listen today as if you are with me on a one-on-one coaching call in my office, or we're in person, like I said, in my office or on a phone call. I really want you to listen that way because I am speaking to each and every one of you individually. On this 210th episode of my Monday Morning Pep Talk, I'd like to give you some perspective on your marketing and its importance towards growing and or maintaining your business. I'll do that as we start section 5 of Take Flight version 4.0. Section 5 is the final section of this year-long course. Okay. Section 5 is called Marketing and Your Personal Brand. It's built to complement section 4, which is deliver and leverage. That's that portion of your business that is during the transaction that you try to create that experience for your clients that they want to talk about you. And section 3, database and relationship management. And that's using that CRM to effectively maintain as many relationships as you can with your top 100 and the remainder of the other 4 lists that we really are focused on. On this Monday Morning Pep Talk, I'll give you an overview of what we'll be discussing over the coming weeks as we tackle the importance of building a brand and the actions needed to bring new business into your pipeline with a focus on fueling your business for the long haul. Okay. And as I was writing this Monday Morning Pep Talk, I used my Sunday morning thinking session to create a metaphor that I felt would best describe what marketing and your personal branding means to your business. And I think I've come up with one that will help you better understand how you need to look at marketing and its role in the business. With that being said, let's look at your business like an orchard. Okay. A lot of us have been out and it's fall and we're in those apple orchards and peach orchards, et cetera. It's that beautiful, beautiful time of the year where we get out there and we get to see the true effects of what an orchard bears. And we want to look at the fruit as being your closed transactions, right? All those fruits in that orchard are your closed transaction. You do not bear fruit unless you plant the fruit trees, those seeds, which become the point of origination in your orchard, right? So you've heard about the referral tree. And marketing is what you do, those actions that create that initial seed that starts that tree. Okay. The beauty of an orchard, which let's call your orchard your business, is that the individual trees in the orchard and the branches, okay, again, your orchard is your clients, continue to bear fruit season after season if they are cared for consistently. And that we do that through watering and pruning. And as we move forward with this metaphor, what's interesting is that you get to decide how large your orchard is by the amount of trees that you plant, okay? And the care you give the trees. And that is the equivalent of the law of compensation. The number of clients times, the value you provide those clients is the law of compensation. Our industry tends to find ways to harvest without going through the steps it takes to build an orchard. Most brokers don't want to wait that long, right? They don't care that the fruit is going to produce, orchard trees are going to produce season after season. They want that dopamine drip of action and sales in the moment. They just want to buy the fruit, right? And skip all the steps needed to create the orchard, which again will bear fruit season after season. Those that take the time to plant the seeds, which is marketing and your personal brand, section 5, and care for their orchard, which is database and relationship management, get to the point where the need for marketing takes on a different level of importance as the orchard produces enough to satisfy the production needs of the broker advisor over the life of the orchard or the business. So if you're brand new to real estate brokerage, you're going to have to do a lot of seed planning. But if you keep doing or managing the sections of Take Flight, where you got all 3 sections working together, you'll get to a point where there's so much critical mass in your business that you don't really have to worry too much about the lead generation section, right? But this orchard, if done right, will continue to produce for you over and over and over again. And that is the point I wanted to make with this metaphor. Unfortunately, 90% plus, we know that through surveys of real estate brokers, advisors, without proper care for their orchard in a way, they tend to like cut those trees down every single year, and they want to start over. Okay. Well, number one, they never get to the tree stage, but they never focus on building the trees is my point here. Obviously this approach doesn't work, but that is how the industry and society has programmed many of your fellow broker advisors. That Amazon, Uber Eats society of I want it now is dangerous to the long-term success of our business. And you need to really look at marketing and personal branding as only one area of your business, like I mentioned. It's just a portion of the business. And I think some people put all the focus on marketing and branding, and they skip section 4, which is the deliver and leverage, which I mentioned. And, they skip the database and relationship management piece. So they never, ever get to that point where the orchard trees are fully bearing fruit season in and season out. So to create that critical mass of momentum in your business, they all need to work together. And you have to understand this concept if you want to build a business that is predictable and enjoyable. And this is what Take Flight version 4.0 is all about. It's about building an orchard and caring for it over the long haul, so it naturally bears fruit season after season. Hopefully that little metaphor helped you understand how all 3 of these areas kind of work together, and trust me, we will go back into this description of your business, but I think you need to understand it today as we head into this final stretch of Take Flight version 4.0. So back to marketing and branding, I will attempt to answer the following questions in the coming weeks. Okay. How do I identify which seeds to plant? Okay. And, I'll discuss the concept of your 3 rocks of marketing. Okay. And a strategy that I learned from Barbara Corcoran in a Success Magazine article. Actually, Success Magazine used to have like these CDs that used to be in the magazine, and she gives an unbelievable description on how best to identify what areas you should focus your marketing on. Okay. Number 2, you've heard the phrase that people hire who they know, like, and trust. What does that mean? What does that mean? And how can you use it in your business? I'm going to go into that. Number 3, do I use print? Do I go all digital? Do old school approaches still work? Yes, yes, yes. Yes to all 3. And I'm going to explain as we go through the next couple of weeks. Does marketing take on a different level of importance at different stages of your career? 100%. Yes. I'll explain how that gets laid out. Okay. Number 5, do I market to get new business, or do I use it to maintain a connection with my list of private clients? The answer is both. I just slipped in a new word there called private clients. Private clients are your top 100. We like to use the word past clients. I've been guilty of that for many of the past, 15, 20 years. Our clients are not in the past. They are constantly our clients. So let's call them private clients like the banks do. Okay. What is a personal brand, and how does marketing build your personal brand? So much to unpack on this topic, and obviously we want to hit that over the next couple weeks. Get this a lot. How much should I spend on marketing? It all depends. I like to look for high impact, low cost, and easy to implement strategies. Because I think obviously we're looking at return on investment needing to be in that kind of 1 to 10. You spend $1, you make 10. And some of the old school approaches are getting the best returns, believe it or not. So we're going to go into that, and we'll also go into answering the question, do I need to have a social media and digital strategy? 100%. There is no better space right now to build a personal brand. Fortunately, when I was selling, we didn't really have Instagram and Facebook. I study it, I know it well, I understand it incredibly well. We're going to go into that. We're going to go into great detail there. But it is a free option for you. You don't have to pay to be on social media. And it's just a matter of effort, timing, and planning and scheduling. And so we'll spend some time there. How much marketing do I need to do? Well, it depends on your goals and vision. Okay. I'll show you how to right size your marketing based on answering that question. And number 10, I really feel that, less marketing done more consistently is how you win the personal branding and marketing game. It isn't about doing more and trying to, just throw as much out there. Because I think what happens is people do that. They hope to throw the net out and grab some fish, but it really is a consistency game, right? You got to be doing things consistently over a long period of time in the marketing world for you to see a real return on your investment. So, those are 10 areas that we're going to cover over the course of the next couple weeks. What I want you to really truly understand, though, is your takeaway from this call is understand that we're planting seeds. Okay. Marketing's job is to identify people that long term will will know you, like you, and trust you as their real estate broker. Okay. When you're a transactional broker, you're just going to do marketing to get listings and get buyers so you can, close on properties and get commissions. We all need to make money. We all want to do it, but the relationship approach to marketing and the database, or the transactional approach to marketing, are completely different. Completely different. When you're in a relationship based marketing, when you have a relationship based marketing strategy, you're looking for filling your top 100, building that orchard out. And we are in an era in real estate brokerage like never before that will require skill over speed. You will need to be skilled in the areas of marketing and personal branding and all of these areas in Take Flight version 4.0 in order to compete. Your clients want to see value for their brokerage transactional costs, and it starts with your vision, your planning, and the development of consistent marketing approaches that do not die with inconsistent effort. Over the coming weeks, the Take Flight version 4.0 method of operating a predictable and enjoyable business will take shape. It's going to take shape. Team, we're almost to November 1 here, and we don't have that much longer, the remainder of the year, to really focus on building out our business for next year. But I am excited to get into this content over the coming weeks. Like I said, today was more of a call that I want you to focus on your mindset as it relates to marketing. I want you to start looking at marketing different than how you looked at it before. We need to create marketing and personal branding techniques to identify your top 100, not those properties. Okay. People come first, the properties will come second. All right, team. Thank you so much for jumping on today. I appreciate it. We'll get this out in an email tomorrow, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you.